Hello and welcome to Politics Tonight, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. I am Olajumoke Olatunji. Dangote Refinery commences rollout of first set of premium motor spirits, says petrol to be available in 48 hours. Tonight, our focus is on Ondo Governorship election, and I will be speaking with Honorable Femi Adekombe, former Commissioner for Special Duties, Culture and Tourism in Ondo State. Welcome to the program, everyone. Stay with us. I'll be right back. Welcome back, everyone. On Saturday, November 16, 2024, the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, shall conduct off-cycle governorship election in Ondo State. In June, the Independent National Electoral Commission published the final list of candidates and their running mates. For months, parties have campaigned across the state to win voters as the train moves from one unit to another, presenting their plans to the people. Now, in a few weeks, residents of Ondo State will cast their vote for the next governor of the state. But the question is, who will they be? Tonight, let's get the perspectives of Honorable Femi Adekombe, as a former Commissioner for Special Duties, Culture and Tourism in Ondo State. Honorable, good evening to you, sir. Thank you very much for joining us on Politics Tonight. Welcome.
Yeah, good evening, Olajumoke. It's my great pleasure to be here. And good evening to all Nigerians.
Right, so we have about 17 governorship candidates who are ready for the November 16 governorship election in Ondo State. So first, what is campaign looking like in Ondo State? How would you describe the kinds of campaign going on in the states? Would you say all candidates have adopted issue-based campaign as against propaganda?
Yeah, let me start by commending all the candidates in Ondo State for the forthcoming governorship election. All of them have been conducting themselves in a credible manner. All of them, and I mean all of them. And that's why in Ondo State there's no violence, there's no crisis. We are all conducting ourselves in a peaceful manner. But I can assure you of one thing. Of course, one person must win the race. And who is that person? It's APC, my governor, Lucky. Are you that one?
All right, so how prepared is your party? Is APC really ready for this election? How is the party preparing for it? How determined is your party in retaining power? And how ready is Governor Ayedatiwa in retaining his office?
Absolutely, we're absolutely ready for the election. If the election is going to be conducted today, we are absolutely ready for the election. Today, we'll win. However, I see two candidates contesting, which is the PDP and our party, APC. So we must not underrate these two candidates. Yeah.
But you're underrating other political parties, Honorable.
No, I'm not underrating them. I'm only appreciating them for joining in making sure that we have a successful election. You know, there's what we call participating in an election and not expecting results, but participating in an election and expecting results. But these two candidates are going to participate and expect results. I won't say more than that. I'm a politician.
Labour Party is a popular party. Are you, in other words, underrating what the Labour Party can do in Ondo State?
Labour Party is not existing in Ondo State, so take that one out.
All right.
That's a pure, simple and fact. Labour Party is not existing in Ondo State. Forget about the propaganda that you see in the market where they show only 20 people campaigning. The candidate is my very good friend. We were together in the same council, executive council. Very good man, though. That's the truth. The deputy governor is my very good friend, Dayo. But I told the two of them they should just participate, no problem. Even in their ward, in their units, I will go there and make sure I defeat them.
All right, November 16 is almost here, so we'll see how all of this plays out. I asked the question earlier because I see that you're a fan of the governor. going by your words, you said divine providence has made Ayedatiwa the governor of Ondo State, and there's nothing anyone can do about it. But some of the disgruntled members are still saying this governor has never won an election. He contested for the House of Reps. He didn't win one local government, just 2 local governments. He couldn't even win one. He was a pair to Aketi. We didn't vote for him. We voted for Aketi. There is that challenge ahead of the governor, which he has to surmount. So what would you say is the selling point of Governor Lucky Ayedatiwa?
Let me put this straight. This election is not about Ayedatiwa. It is about our party, APC. It's about my father, my daddy, our president, whom I've known for the past, how many years, 2008, to be an upright person. I know him. So it's not about Ayedatiwa. It's about our party. However, Ayedatiwa is a very good person. I have known him for some years. Even though the PDP man has been a very good friend, we have been very close, but this is about party. The election is not, the ballot is not going to read Lucky versus Agbola or Lucky versus who is in other political parties. No. It's going to be PDP versus APC. And when you consider that, pari passu, forget about it. There's no election in Ondo State apart from APC. We are winning all the way. Forget about that. Ondo State election is a settled matter. And I know why I'm saying this. I'm going to work for in the old 18 Ondo Governorship.
So why are you saying what you're saying, Honorable?
What I'm saying is because of the fact that in the PDP today in Ondo State, yeah, Agbola Ajayi, take it or leave, he's a very strong man. He's a very articulated politician. That's a fact. I can tell you that as a fact. If we underestimate Agbola, we are doing that at our own risk. But I can tell you one thing, despite all his credentials, we'll defeat him because of the fact that we have scattered PDP. There's no more PDP in Ondo State now, except Agbola and his people.
All right.
But he's a good
we'll
man,
come back to...
but my party is my party. My leader is my leader. And Lucky is a good man, and as of today, and Lucky has been ruling well since he became governor, and has been doing well, and I won't say more than that.
All right, so we'll come back to Agbola Ajayi and what the PDP is saying about your party. I mean, earlier you said this coming election is an APC election and not about Governor Lucky Ayedatiwa. You said this is an election for the APC. But I must put it to you that this is a local election, so we must leave Mr. President because, I mean, the president is busy trying to do all he can to recover the economy of this country. So let's save out the president. Now, when you, are you trying to say or validate the opinion of your opposition who are saying that the APC in Ondo State is waiting or relying on federal power to win that election, except that is what you're trying to tell me tonight?
Okay. Let me say this emphatically clear. Politics is not about person. It's about political parties. So that's why I said political parties, PDP and APC. When you get to the polling booth that day, you are not going to vote for, you won't see the face of Agbola, neither will you see the face of Lucky. You're going to see APC and I'm a chieftain of APC in Ondo State. And I can boldly tell you, we have done our homework. We are united, we are strong, and for the fact that if you look at Ondo State, during the presidential election, we came first in Nigeria, 67% for the presidential election, even though we are changing the presidency, that's another issue. But in the entire federation, we voted massively for APC. Everybody, all notable politicians, and thank God now our leader, that we consider now our leader, because may his soul rest in peace, our former governor, Aketi, died some couple of, it's almost 1 year now. So Dr. Mimiku is now on our side. Most of the majority of this, I served with him as a commissioner. We are all now in one party. So when you look at it, basically when you look like this, at the whole thing. I don't see any other person that can win any ward in Ondo State that are in PDP. And don't forget, even in PDP National, they don't even have chairman. The chairman self is controlled by, I don't want to say any other thing more than that. So basically, the election is a walkover. And I'm going to walk across the 18 local governments. I'm not working in my local government. I walk across the 18 local governments. I work for my party. I'm a party man, though I'm a professional, but I'm a party man. Any election I'm involved in, I make sure that I win to the fullest. Any election I'm committed, not only with my energy, with my resources. I don't collect one damn from anybody. I use my own resources to make sure that I ensure my party wins. But on this one, come November, it's a walkover. I respect the PDP candidate, Abolaja. He's a very good man, top up for him. But unfortunately, he's in his own party. Not one party. I was in PDP before. I was with him. We did PDP Konigba together. And very good man. I'm repeating, very good man. But the fact is, everybody in the state knows that Atiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu has been my father for years. I don't joke with that. So when I was going to PDP, he said, Femi, go and become a commissioner. Because when I was offered commissionership in the state, he said I should go, and I went. And he has been my leader since how many years? And coming back, very easy for me. I've been in AD, and I've been in ACN, and not this party. I contested under ACN. I won the election. It was taken over from me. I don't have any issue with that, because God gives. Whatever God did not give me from heaven, may I never have it. That has been my policy. So on this Ondo State election, I can assure you, it's a walkover.
But when you say former Governor Olusegun Mimiko is not on your side, what do you mean? Because, I mean, if I'm to go by the conversation I had...
No, I didn't say it's not. I said it's not on our side. I said it's not on our side. It's now majority of Dr. Olusegun Mimiko. Take it or leave it, he's our leader in the state. Now, he's now back to... he has not officially declared, let me put it that way. Mm-hmm. But because you were kindly hold on, Honorable, you were his commissioner. You were his commissioner, so I wanted you to confide in us whether or not the former governor would be moving to the APC openly like this. I can't confide in you now, Olajumoke.
His allies and most of his closest political friends are now in the APC. So,
yeah, what I'm saying is this, which I want you to understand. Majority of the political leaders in Ondo State are now supporting our party, APC, vis-a-vis supporting Lucky Aiyedatiwa. So what I'm saying is this. When you look at it holistically, what that gives you means that everybody, if I'm a leader of a state like Dr. Mimiko, and 80%, 90% of my followers have now moved to APC, what does that imply? What does that give you? It means that I'm supporting that candidate. So I'm not saying, but I can boldly tell you that all the leaders in Ondo State, 80% are behind us. But my prayer is that we make Ondo State people happy, which we are doing already. Lucky Aiyedatiwa is already performing, and we hope we keep it up.
Mm. So when you say Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa is already performing, I asked you a question earlier, but you were not able to answer me. I wanted to know the governor's selling point in the state at the moment.
Now, let me give you this fact. There were crises in the states during Akeredolu's issue, where some people, mysterious people, I don't want to mention names, did not want the state to run very well. But thank God for the intervention of the presidency. But let me say this publicly on the TV. We miss Akeredolu. If Akeredolu have not died in those states, I can boldly tell you, we will have been higher than where we are today. Right now in those states, we are losing quite a lot of things, which we have taken the number one, what do I put in now, space, position in the Southwest. We are not second fiddle. And I'm made bold to say this, we are not second fiddle. I moved around 18 local governments. I moved around 34 states in Nigeria to campaign for this government. I did not collect a damn. And I've made bold to say it, I did not collect a damn. I spent my money, I spent my resources. In those states, we make sure that we voted for this government. We made sure that Akeredolu I was with him throughout that period. He was down. He said, Femi, we need to win this thing for Asiwaju. We need to win this thing for our party. And he did that. But it's regrettably, God knows why, you can't question God, why he took him. So if he had not done that, we won't be where we are. But at the same time, we are here, but I can assure you our party is a party. We'll focus on that and win the next election. Even the presidency the next second term of Asiwaju, we are going to win. Because obviously, Asiwaju is going to spend 2 terms. Take it or leave it.
So, Honorable, what I've gotten from this conversation is that Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa is performing below expectation. But of course, let's move away from that. How is performing below expectation?
Lucky is what? No. Let me give you. No. I disagree with you. No, it's not. It's not. In the history of Ondo State, where Governor Akeredolu stopped, you can see what happened concerning Amotekun when the Southwest governors, the progressive governor met. It showcased what Amotekun can achieve in the entire Southwest. That is the pointer to the fact that this man is following the legacy of Akeredolu. That's number one. All the projects left that were not completed by Akeredolu, he has embarked on them and is doing them massively. And today, the pensioners in Ondo State, they are happy. The agricultural sector, they are happy. A lot of things are moving in Ondo State. Nobody is complaining. That's a fact. Go to Ondo State today. See, I'm a very factual person. No government feed me. I'm sorry to say this. But I can assure you one thing, that Lucky, even the opposition party, can attest to the fact that Lucky is performing. And that's a fact.
All right. So how united is the APC ahead of this election?
You say what?
How united is your party ahead of this election?
Very united now. I have said it all. Okay, what else you want to do? From we have a little government. From Owo to the last government. Take for instance in Owo. When the deputy governor, very perfect man. I won't say perfect. Nobody is perfect in life, but very humble man, very jovial, very articulated man. He has listened. He will listen to everybody. Owo is 100%. Take that. It's not that from Owo. I will take that.
So I asked that question because of how.
So the
I asked that question because of how the primary election went.
Nobody can contest that with us. We're going to win.
All right. Honorable, I asked that question because of how the primary election went. And these new defectors, the defectors that are now in your party, they are prominent sons and daughters of the state. And I heard the governor assuring these defectors of retaining their leadership roles within the APC, roles that will reflect their positions in the former party. So how is the leadership of the party going about this to ensure this does not, further divide the party? And also because some disgruntled members are still going about demarketing the governor as a result of how the primary went.
Now, let me explain this thing. It's a very simple fact. Somebody is defecting to a party from a local government now, and in that local government is being seen as a leader. You don't expect that person defecting from that local government to your party to be a second fiddle. It's not possible. So that person automatically takes the leadership role, not in terms of anything, but in terms of leadership role. So for that, take for instance, I'm not saying this. If I'm defected to any party now, I automatically take the leadership role in that party. That's a fact. So in this case, when you look at what Aiyedatiwa said, Anybody defecting, take them. And he has said it all, that the door is open for everybody to come in. He opened his door. I was in his office, and I was impressed. I came in. That was my. I think that should be my first time in his office.
All right.
And I saw his open door policy, and he opened the door for everybody. And I said, "Why?" He said, "Femi, what do I need? Let everybody come in and see what they want to see."
All right. No, that's good to
and
hear.
That has been my operating fact.
All right. So if Governor Ayedatiwa is sworn in today, what are the major challenges facing Ondo State that you would say he must address as a matter of urgency?
Now, in all fairness and in all sincerity, one of the things that I want Ayedatiwa to address is the fact that I want Ondo State to be an industrial state. We have the capacity, we have the ability, we have the capacity to make Ondo State an industrial state. And I will explain. Let us start from Akoko down to Owo, down to Akure, move to Ilaoluji, move to the south, and move to the central. We have enough capacity to build industries across the state and have massive employment for our people. And that was what Akeredolu actually started, in fairness to him. Like, you know what, he established the egg, this one in, what's it called, in Nemure, and other places like that. So what I want Ayedatiwa to achieve is, see, in any economy, there are three things that are very important, most important in an economy. One, employment ratio of an economy, industrial level of an economy, and what what's it called, the export level of an economy. And that's what we are suffering in Nigeria today. Let me start with the exports. What are we exporting in Nigeria? Nothing. Most people, that's why most people expect the dollar to fall by a day. It cannot happen. What are we exporting? We want government to be exporting on our behalf. It's not possible. And that's why we have the dollars rising every day. We must, under the toothpick, we're importing. You want President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to start exporting that for us? How will he do that when he has so many things to contend with? So that exporting issue, we must look at it. How do we now begin to be an exporting nation? And that was what China, I'd go to China twice in a year. So that was what China looked at and started exploiting. That look, let us start exporting to other nations. Right. And today, they make it a point of importance that all homes in China must export something. That's number one. Now look at the other things I mentioned, which is the fact that, okay, let me listen to you.
All right, so I wanted us to quickly talk about your major opponent. You've attested to the fact that Agbola Ajayi is not a politician to toy with. I mean, he knows how to, this is what your people are saying. They say he knows how to secure votes in a party primary. He served the party as its ward and local government chairman. He was also elected as a council chairman and a lawmaker to represent the constituency at the House of Reps. He was a deputy governor, and he's boasting that no Ondo politician can beat his credentials in Ondo politics. So are you worried about his confidence that a lot of APC people will vote for him? And that's what he's saying.
Oh, okay. Let me start this way. Like I said earlier, Agbola Ajayi is somebody I know very well, very well like this. I'm very close to him. I was in PDP, very articulate man, very sound man. And I mean it. Senator Jimo, Ibrahim Jimo said it, that you underrate Agbola Ajayi, you can be in trouble.
All right.
In APC, we don't underrate him. We are not underrating him. But the fact that, unfortunately for him, he belongs to the wrong party. That's number one. Number two...
So do you see him coming back to the APC if he loses this election?
I don't know about that. That is what will be for him.
All right, thank you, Honorable.
I've tried convincing him to come to APC. He said no. because of certain issue. And I understand his issue. Like me, I have my reason why I'm in APC.
All right, Honorable, thank you so much for joining us tonight. I mean, November 16 is almost here, and I'm certain we will have another conversation before then. Thank you for speaking with us tonight, Honorable Femi Adekombi, as a former Commissioner for Special Duties, Culture and Tourism in Ondo State. Thanks a lot for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching, everyone. That marks the end of today's episode of Politics Tonight. But you can watch the repeat broadcast of this episode at midnight. Get in touch with us on our social media handles, Facebook, Instagram, and X at TVC News NG and at Olajumoke using the hashtag Politics Tonight. We're also on YouTube at youtube.com/TVC News Nigeria. I am Olajumoke Olatunji.